Stick a fork in it. This Comcast-Time Warner deal is done. It ain't happening. Pity, because that's going to rob us all of the chance to see whether two companies, each known for their horrible customer service, could have made a go of it as one big company known for its horrible customer service. Now, that should have been the market's call, consumers' call, not the government's call. But what worries me about Uncle Sam potentially crushing these guys' wedding, and crashing it too, is all the other weddings it stands to crash as well. Even if it never even shows up at the church at all, how many other firms will start rethinking their own trips to the altar, their own marriages, their own mergers? There might very well be good reasons not to let Comcast and Time Warner tie the knot. But I'm telling you, and I think market pros Dave Maney and Rob Bassett will bear me out, it is an unfortunate side effect when it ties up lots of other companies and knots as well. The fear was, if you want to take it at face value, that you don't want this concentration as such that consumers could be at a disadvantage. By the way, as if they're not already. But where does this go? What signal would it send to other deals in the making if the fear is that these giants couldn't come together? Because remember, the approval of that deal, or the first announcement of that deal, triggered a lot of other deals.
Well, here's the problem. I don't think there's a good set of guidelines or a clear understanding of what this administration will and won't allow. It doesn't really have a clear policy that says these are the kind of things you cannot do. And look, we both know this administration has zero people who have a fundamental understanding of how business works.
But, to be fair, I think this would have gotten a lot of scrutiny under the Bush administration. It's so big, so entangling. I just think that the environment, this is part of the latest example of it, right?
But there's two different issues. I happen to think this is a crummy merger, too, but on a whole different set of issues about technology and the bottleneck it creates and natural monopolies. But on the other hand, when you have AT&T T-Mobile issue that got shot down before, or now the AT&T DirecTV merger, there's not a clear policy there, and there's not a clear thing that says, hey, look, this one's about market synergy, or this one's about savings on distribution costs. All it says is, don't even go down the road. And as you know, it is a giant undertaking for two companies to try to get together. It is a huge distraction. It sucks up board and senior management time. And you don't want to go down that road when you don't know what's going to happen.
Dave, what's ironic in this situation is that the government kept a number of banks too big to fail. Yeah. They just have a problem with everyone else being big.
They do, and I actually don't agree that this won't hold up other people from consideration. I mean, if you think about this, I don't have a lot of sympathy for these guys, but they have been, they've been dragged through an extraordinarily long process when it should be much clearer at the front end whether things will work or not. Have you ever been on hold with either of them? They should be waiting. I'd love to be the government say, if you're still looking to merge, press 3. If you have time to grow a beard, press 4. They should be waiting. See what it feels like. It couldn't happen to nicer guys.
Exactly. Guys, I want to thank you both.